tackling the most annoying part, one of the most annoying parts of this car. So the most frustrating part with this car is the JB welded oil drain. So I'll show you guys what we're gonna be doing with that today. We're gonna be getting that all fixed up. First we're gonna take this under trail 16s, the Milwaukee stubby, best thing ever. I was nervous that it was gonna be like coated in oil, but it's not. Like I said, guys, not really leaking at all. It's just this weird JB welded. Yeah, so just a little salt. Trust me, I'll clean the car. I'm gonna clean it. But oil pan's not leaking at all. Take some of this. Oh, it's kind of loose. Oh, okay, sweet. I think I could just pop that off. Yeah, it just doesn't get tight. It's loose. Hope it's the same thread pitch, that 12 by what is it, 1.5. Woo! Nice and hot. Let that drain. Kind of doesn't look like a factory bolt. I don't really think that's a factory bolt, but I'm gonna go test it with a known factory bolt, and then we'll get to putting this time cert in and praying for the best case scenario. I don't know why, like who the double gaskets? See, they double gasketed this bolt. I don't know why you would do that. We were using this kit from Amazon. I guess that's the part number. But we get a shallow. This is what I'm hyped about. The fact that we have some shallow threads here to actually hold the nut, and then you get all the tools. So we're gonna have to drill it first, tap it, put your little chamfer in it, and then install the piece. No better time than now. Coat up this drill bit with some grease, because we are into the oil pan. I'm gonna try it by hand first, see what we got. It might not work. Use this guy. It's like a beveler. Now we counter it. It says you can't, it has a dummy proof one, but I'd rather go a little less than more, because the chamfer on the actual the countersink isn't that crazy, so I think that's about good, just to keep it flush. Okay, so now we're gonna tap it. Alrighty guys, so we got the bolt in, torqued. Let's put some oil on it, see if it starts leaking. But like once you're done that, like using the tap, you literally just thread this in. It's pretty easy. Thread this in with that little chamfer, it locks it in. I put some Loctite, some red, just so it doesn't come out. But we got a factory bolt, torqued. Torque it, guys. Just torque it, okay? Max you can go to just go to 25. It feels tight and it's 5 Newton meters more than the spec is, so 25. Just leave it at 25, you guys should be good. So let's lower the car down, let's put oil in it and lift it back up, see if we got a leak. And survey says no oil leaks. Let's go. Right, here we go. No oil leaks. Fired up. Hell yeah. Oil change is done now, so now we gotta reset the light. So let's go key on without putting your foot on the brake. Press it once. We already did the reset, but it'll still apply. We know I gotta do my LCI upgrade, but so now we wait for all this stuff to go off. You can hit the BC if you want. And then we'll hit the trip button right here. So hold that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There you go. That pops up. To do it, you would, oh, mine's impossible because I just did it, but you would hold it until it resets. Super easy. It'll reset and you'd be good to go. Alrighty. No bueno, boys. So it's got a slow leak. Over the weekend, it leaked. Not crazy, but I let it sit and we got a little drip. So let's try a aluminum washer this time. We use this factory crush washer that was copper. So I'm gonna try to quickly swap out to a aluminum one. My thumb get ready. Okay. Take this one off. Okay. Quick hot swap. Okay. Take the gloves off. This thing, get ready to tighten it. Okay. Swapped it out. Got the aluminum plug in there now. Let's hope that's the money. But it took a while for it to actually start leaking, and it was pretty slow, but let's hope. Let's cross those fingers so we can get back to driving. I've been sitting for, it's been sitting for like, let's say, a couple hours, as you guys can see. Looks dry, so that's good. I'll sit for a little longer, see if we have any more leaks, but so far it looks pretty good. No leaks. We are bone dry, so I'm safe to say we're gonna go drive it and see, bring it back into the shop and see if we got any leaks, but we got no leaks right now, boys. Super hype. Aluminum washer is definitely the key so far, it looks like. Not certain, but after this we'll double check, but so far it looks like aluminum is the way to go. We're gonna try to compound the roof and see what kind of results we get. So here's the before. You see a lot of like water spots, and it just hasn't looked the best, so let's see what we can do. So we got it, but we have a little casualty. Unfortunately, we do have to get the roof redone anyway because that was already there, but it got a little worse, but I think it looks a little better. Let's see if we can like focus. Oh, it's kind of hard to see on camera, but it came out pretty good. Put some ceramic coat.
not the best, but we're gonna have to get this thing re-cleared. I just wanted to see what we could do. Guys, we just got the car fully detailed. I actually installed a little eBay lower lip. It was super easy. I mean, there's no need to put a video on that. It just literally bolts in. $90 on Amazon, guys. Looks pretty good to me. I don't think there's anything wrong with it, but we did a full ceramic coating on the car. I think the car looks so good right now. I think it really cleaned up a lot. Quick install, fixing that oil leak. Super happy that we were able to just do a little tap, put a time cert in, and get that over with. So that's all done. Hope you guys like the build so far. We're getting along. More videos to come. We're gonna install the diff, bushings, and all that, but that's gonna be it for this video. I wanted to get a video out for you guys, but hit that like button, comment, subscribe, guys. See you guys in the next one. We're gonna be putting the diff bushing in. Peace out.